Oh, this is Mr. Big Mouth episode. Who knows? I don't know. I'm here with Kevo.
Hello.
Kevo. I met him. We had another guest here, and he was part of that, Friends with the Guest.
PVD.
PVD Entertainment. That's right, Paul. What's up? And he put together such a slamming reel when he walked out here. I mean, wow. Like, I couldn't put it together. It's fantastic. I was so appreciative of it. But besides doing reels, he's got a very, very, very busy life. I don't know. There's a couple things. Where are we going to start with first? Let's start with what pays the bills. Like your day job. Because that's fun in itself. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go there, and then we'll kind of work into the industry.
All right.
So tell them what you do. The day job.
My day job. I am a host and tour guide and entertainment director of Big City Tourism. We're a tourism company that works out of Midtown, but all over New York City and the world for that matter. But our main thing is we run our boat tour from 38th Street that takes people around the Statue of Liberty, down around New York City. So I do most of the commentating there, but we also run special events. And when they do that, I host those as well.
So commentate. So you're the guy on the boat that's kind of talking with everybody and...
A professional pointer.
A professional one. And there's the Statue of Liberty, and there's that.
Yes, for sure.
So, entertainment director, those different positions you have, besides being a professional pointer, what is the tourism game like these days? Like, what are people looking to do when they come to New York City? I mean, you got the typical stuff, the Broadway and all of that, but is there anything that sticks out? You're like, wow.
I definitely do want to add that we probably don't push as much, is that we are a family business. And my brother, Kareem Holmes, he actually came like the birth child. He's a genius pretty much. So he just knew that New York was something that people would buy and we should get into the business of selling it. So if you wanted me to take you to Yankee Stadium, we have a tour for that.
Really?
If you want to go to Brooklyn and see Biggie Smalls' house, we have a tour for that. If you want to go to Jersey and look at New York City from the Jersey side, we have a tour for that.
I don't know who do that, but yeah.
We're making tourism cool. It's not the guys with the flower shirts and the cameras, even though they are dressing like that now.
Yeah.
But it's just for people that want to experience New York from authentic, homegrown New Yorkers.
Yeah, and being guided by New Yorkers.
Exactly.
What better way to do that? Now, what exactly, because like a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of different people that work in, entertainment, what does an entertainment director do these days? Like, what is that exactly? A couple who I've come across have that same kind of title in different industries.
It's pretty much directing the entertainment.
Yeah, thanks.
It's self-explanatory where there's always going to be a guy, a MC or a master of ceremony when you go, and even like a hostess in a restaurant,
sure,
where they just give you the 1-2 of what this experience is going to be, and we're the guy that kind of gets kicked in the teeth and keeps smiling.
There you go, exactly. Keep smiling. That's the name of the game. You got to keep smiling. All right, so you tour people during the day,
yes,
right? And then what we've discussed a lot, right? I'm going to jump right into it. So you also have another group called Lawyers and Labels.
Yes, that's actually a company that I founded maybe going on 7 years ago with an attorney / ex-girlfriend of mine. At that time, she was an entertainment director. And my apologies. She was an entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
Don't send the paperwork. All right. And I was doing events in the city because, being that I come from a rap background. And she was like, we need to start something. So being that I was the label and she was the lawyer, that made the name.
So rewind back. You have a rap background. So explain. Yes. Let's go down that road.
Oh, well, I'm nice, with the bars.
Okay.
And I've actually been in the music business probably for over 30 years. And every year I kind of thought that I was going to break big. And then as the years went by, I said, wow, I've been broke.
Yeah.
And I've been in it this long. And I just had to find a way to show the kids to watch, not so much the pitfalls, but the merry-go-round that I was on for 20 years. So for the last 10, I've just been kind of not so much guiding artists, because you don't need a manager and you don't need to sign to a guy that drives an Acura. Like your management, like you need to be able to manage yourself and your music, but you have to put your work out there. So Lawyers and Labels is a platform where artists can come. They can network at first. If they need attorneys, we have few that we can refer you to. But for the most part, you're meeting like-minded individuals and getting the tools that you need to have in your toolbox.
So how do people find Lawyers and Labels? I mean, obviously you're promoting it online. Is that basically it? You're putting it out on social? People are connecting with you? And,
yes.
Right.
Because I've worked with a few law firms closely, and a guy that I really push people to all the time is my brother at Spring Up Legal. And what he actually offers is a package where you can buy like one of his lockers that has the management contract, the production contract. So these are things where you could just plug and place people's names and keep yourself protected while you're out here rapping in your room.
I like that term, locker.
That's all him.
I envisioned it when you
said it.
Yeah,
that's all him, and that's and he definitely came in as a sponsor of Lawyers and Labels. So when artists are serious, I kick them to an attorney. Most of the time, the guy just puts the song on Spotify anyway.
Yeah. I got you. I mean, it's such a wild ride being an artist, man. Right? The fact that there's stuff like what you're doing and other people that I've encountered here at Big Mouth to really help them along the way, that wasn't available 20, 30 years ago.
Not at all.
Really, not at all. And people, I mean, the stories are endless, how people gotten robbed, taken,
Yes.
I gave up my rights, I can't make money doing this for the next 50 years. I mean, just insanity. And let me ask you a question. That still goes on today in that business? They're still trying to rob artists like that?
The 360 deal is the robbery from your friend.
What is a 360 deal? Explain
Pretty
that to the
much
audience.
where you're going to go half on your merch. You're going to go half on your shows. Before, when an artist made a song, when he performed it, he got paid. He kept the money. Now with a 360 deal, that same company makes a deal with Live Nation or a company that does touring. They put you on tour, and you're selling tickets and you're selling it out, but you're only getting half the money. So you're never getting rich. You're only like pushing the needle.
So between that and the stories I hear about making no money in streaming, is it like a kind of so basically artists today have to do everything
Yes.
to make money. They can't just be straight musicians and sing and perform and that's it. They got to do it all. I mean,
it's the difference. I would say if you're an artist, and I want artists to really understand this. If you're an artist and you're not bringing 10 to 12 hard copy CDs to your show and getting $5, $2, $3, $4 a handshake, a hamburger for your music, you're not making any money.
No. That's crazy. I can't believe that still goes on. And even worse now, like I heard like a lot of these record labels made all these deals with the social media companies that completely raw. And listen, I'm not complaining. Like I can put awesome music behind our reels, and that's why that happens.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can put on whatever hot song it is that has an album, but in the end, man, they really get screwed out of it. And then the deal I heard they made with the social media companies, at least, was robbery, straight robbery.
Like I'm an artist, and the first thing I really do ask an artist is how much money did you make last year? Because they all have grandiose ideas that they're gonna get a bag.
Yeah.
But yet, I had a studio, I had a video on BT, I've had Cadillacs with my name on it, all types of jewelry, and then people would ask me, when are you gonna get a record deal? And I was like, this is the deal. Yeah. This is the deal. Like, what am I doing now? What I'm doing right this moment is the deal. And artists got to understand when they put out a song and it's getting views, like you said, in a prior interview that was shot another day, that 100 real followers and 100 real people and fans beats 1,000 fake or what's going to be down the road. Yeah. I deal with what's the now. So people have a love-hate relationship with me, but they know, like, the way I talk to you personally is not the way that I'm going to convey it when we're in a public setting.
Gotcha. I just find it so intriguing. So then you have Lawyers and Labels.
Yes.
Right? Now that rolled into another thing that you're doing. What is that?
Yes. So Lawyers and Labels I have plans on to create ways where everybody could connect each other. And I don't want to kind of reveal what my secret is, but everybody knows it's going to be an app.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an app. But Media Monday was something that I kicked off because I would do the media on the Monday. And my partner, rest in peace, Jason Bourne, one of the most like influential guys in New York City, hands down. He was like, Kev, you're in love with the artist. I'm in love with the art. He was like, you need to be in love with the art. So with Media Monday is a thing where it doesn't cost a thing. You can come through with your camera and you could be shooting a video. or you could be shooting photos, or you could come through with your song, and then somebody could be shooting photos and video of you. So I mandatory grab the microphone, tell you if you haven't met 5 people in here, stop talking to your friends. Yeah. We hear I say party with the people that are here, not the people that you came with.
Sure.
And I give them a nice, great spot in downtown Manhattan where the movers and the shakers should be, and we belong in these spaces, man.
So let me like events like that. I know everybody's in their phone all the time like this. Is that still happening there, or do they loosen up? Do you get them to really release?
Now, the powers that I do use with big city tourism are powers that I had many years ago, but that's the power that I possess of bringing people together, because I feel that everybody's important. So if we have 1,000 people in a room, there are 1,000 different skills that we need to utilize, but everybody wants to be the chef. You're not the chef.
Yeah.
Some guys are the security. I'm not the security. I'm not lifting the box. You know, there's just certain things that people are good at, and if you give them a comfortable place and a nice setting, and you don't make the fence too high, people start opening up. And I've made a lot of connections with artists that are best friends or worst enemies to this day.
Yeah, I mean, actual real life networking, humans networking.
Yes.
You know, if you put on the TV, like everyone's just in the digital world, but there are people out there trying to connect. Yes. They really are, and I've seen as the guests that come through here, I'm hearing it all the time, and I'm attending events now. I'm like, oh, everything goes in cycles, man. Like everything goes in cycles. You know, it's only a matter of time, but you can't live in a computer unless you're like Tron or something.
Yes. Like one of my, I would say one of my biggest accomplishments that people don't hear me say a lot is I did an event with my family, because my family's deep in music and business as well. And they gave me an hour to do my media little thing. I had one guy that was a finalist on the singing show. Damn, I can't remember the name, but he was on the Alicia Keys team, and he was a finalist. We had rapper Fresher that went on to get I think he got a Grammy with Eminem. And then we had, and then we had Designer there, and he had one of the biggest records in the world, but Designer didn't even perform. He just came here to just support Fresher, and just the fact of just keeping those doors open, and like I was able to touch many artists, and to know that one day you're just hanging with me, the next day you're number one, you know?
Like that.
Yeah.
You were telling me a story before we came on air now, someone that attended your event.
Yes.
And one of the days that it was a kind of a smaller group of people. Who was that?
Yeah, it was Busta Rhymes.
Look at that.
It was one of our mediocre, I party for 4 people.
Yeah.
If there's 10 people on the boat, they get in the same show, 500 people again.
Sure, that's the way it
doesn't matter. So we're it's a light day. We're doing some industry favors. There's an artist that's dropping a song with Buster. There's like Busta Rhymes. This is his artist. We like, hell yeah. We got a song with Buster we're about to preview. Then they're like, Buster's coming. Yeah, right. They're like, Buster's outside. No, he's not. Busta Rhymes walks into the event, full jury, in a Media Monday. Then he's networking with guys, like I said, from a headliner to thinks he's a headliner to a guy that just walked in off the street. He waited, watched performers, and then at the last moment, got up and performed.
That's great.
It was amazing. And everybody knows that's $1 million to $500,000 booking. Just to put the microphone in his hand.
Because Buster, for all his fame and who he is now, he came from It's Just Another Case of that OPT.
Yeah, I think he's one of the, I would say.
He was there too. So, if you got to appreciate it, even as you get older. And I think there's the young, you grind, great. Then you're in it for a while. But then when you get to like Buster's age again, if you're normal and a good person, which he sounds like he is, you come back to it and you're like, hey, you know what? Let me.
Yep, he saw the vibe.
Yeah,
he saw the vibe. He listened
kind
to
of brought
the
back
acts.
memories.
Yeah, he took the photos. He wasn't being standoffish. And imagine if you were at this party and you were like, "Yo, man, come see me perform on Monday," and then your friends were like, "Oh man, I can't make it," and then the next day they see you with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, like, oh
shit. That was the time to support Tyrone. You know?
I know I bet the next week was packed. I guarantee.
Always.
Well, that's great. And that's great that they come in and people like that, like mentor.
Yes.
It's something you'll never forget.
Yes, we've had a couple of big names like DJ Enough. We've had
cool.
We have Gorilla Nims, we've had Sonny the Rapper, and some guys that I think are locally are amazing. I've been doing parties in New York City for possibly going on about 10 years, really hitting them, keeping them nice through the pandemic. I was working with DJ Trace, and we were able to bring artists. We were able to do it in a 6 feet stay away setting.
Yeah.
And like that's really when Lawyers, not even really, it was already hot, but that's what kept Lawyers and Labels alive at that point during the pandemic, where people couldn't be around. But the fact that you're presenting your song, everybody's gonna listen, we're gonna critique it in a positive manner, nothing negative. If you got something negative to say it in the DMs, you know, just you're like, I don't got time for that shit.
Don't ruin the vibe. No, and you know, New York hip hop needs a little boost. It kind of like faded to the back for a while. Am I right? Right? Like it kind of and then now it's starting to come back up again. At least that's what I notice.
Well, the females have held it down, you know, and we can say in the mainstream, I'm gonna say Cardi B.
Yeah.
And then on a stream where you guys don't know but need to find out, I'm gonna say Girl Code. Like there's rappers rapping, and it's not about, you know, and regardless of the content, good music is good music. I don't like, because I like Doodle Brown and I like Common Sense. You know, like I could dance to both.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. It's always about, do they have that thing? And it doesn't matter what that thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you watch somebody like they got it. And it doesn't matter how they're singing it, what the, you know, what kind of style it is. They just got this thing. That's amazing. So you have the Media Mondays, you have the Lawyers and Labels, you're doing the entertainment thing. You are immersed in this world, right?
Yes.
So you obviously don't sleep then, I'm guessing.
Never,
right? Yeah,
no, I fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly. They're naps. They're long naps at night. Yes, absolutely.
I fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a wild and to me, I don't know. You tell me the same thing. It's that's what gives you the energy, right? Going to these events, seeing these people, you know, and seeing them come up like that, and being able to be a part of it. Like you just said it before. One of your powers is to bring people together.
Yes.
That's what I do here. I'm like you in that sense, where I have that, you know, I like bringing people together too. It's fun. You get off on it. I'm not gonna lie.
You do. It's like I was speaking to my boo, and I was telling her the energy that I get from learning something new and the dopamine of when somebody's teaching me something, or even if I'm ear hustling how to do something, even if it's like learning how to work a tow truck. It's like the way
you call it ear hustling?
I call it ear hustling.
Ear hustling.
Ear hustling. When you're like sitting around somebody and he's like, I'm gonna show you how to do it, but he's teaching that guy and you just like listening. You're like, awesome. Oh shit. All right. I didn't know that. Yeah. And that's how I become interested in things that I maybe hate. I maybe say I'll never do. Yeah. And then when I learn about it, I'm like, well, damn, maybe, you know, maybe wakeboarding is not that bad. You know?
That's great. I'm gonna steal that from you, by the way. Don't worry, I'll give you credit. That's ear hustling. I love that. I love learning new shit.
Yeah, man. I am an ear hustler. So if you say something around me, I'm either gonna make it better or I'm gonna do exactly what you said.
Well, because when you say that, I kind of knew what you meant, right? I know what you mean, and especially in this business, in the entertainment business. I came up in television. I ear hustled. Yeah. Exactly. Shit I didn't know. Like building this place, I knew about lighting, but I didn't know about lighting, you know. And the little that I knew was from ear hustling, like learning certain positions and stuff like that. And I brought it to use, and it's so fun. And that is the downfall of a lot of people when they're with the phones. A lot of times, sometimes you're around amazing people that you can learn from, either directly or by ear hustling, and people miss out on that, and you can't put a price on that. You really can't, right? Like to how it, you know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. It's just so valuable because sometimes it's, you know, like a Busta Rhymes or an up-and-coming Busta Rhymes.
Look, after each performance, and even with that show, I let the guys, like the core group of artists, know that that you guys were the event. So if you weren't here and we weren't doing us, there wouldn't be anything for Busta Rhymes to come into.
Yeah.
So one time, going back to the DJ Trace, we had Tony Touch, a DJ that I love. So he comes through to critique the artists. We run these artists. In the middle of the show, he's like, yo, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play everybody on my radio show. The very next time he did his radio show, we went 10 for 10 of artists that are from got it going on, ain't got it going on, songs mixed, song needs to be mixed. He played the whole lineup, and that was another one of my like accomplishments where people are showing the love, which is priceless.
Yeah,
love is priceless, man.
It really is, and it's funny. I'll be honest. You know, for up until this opened up since the beginning of the year here. I've been a work from home guy before it was cool to work from home. I've been working from home since 2009, 2010, and you lose connection after a while.
Yes.
And doing this again and reconnecting with everybody, it's been invigorating. I absolutely love it. And what you do out in the streets and to be able to put on the radio and have some young artists wet behind the ears, doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yes.
He's like, is that a me on Hot 97 or whatever channel it was, 101.5, whatever.
Man.
You know, like you probably enjoyed it more than he did.
I definitely
right, because you were the one who pulled it off.
I watched the nervous guy like, yo, I sent the email. Did you get my email? I'm like, yeah, we got your email. When am I gonna go? I want to go right now. You don't want to go right now. I want to go right now. All right, go right now. And then the crowd comes, and I want to go again. You already went. I told you this. Sit tight, drink a Heineken, and talk to some girls. But you wanted to go right now. But watching an artist grab the crowd with a song that's only been heard in his house and in his AirPods, it's no better high. No better high for me.
You know, as I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, because that's what entrepreneurs do, I'm like, wow, how do you tie in the tour thing with the music? Imagine like a 2-decker bus. The top is the performers, and you're just kind of cruising around and pick. Have you done that yet?
Well, I feel like you picked that from my brain. For Christmas, we did a giveaway, and we had Kodak Black on a double-decker bus. But that was actually, put together by my brother Burn It Down. But at the same time, Big City, we have funded the tour bus as well, and actually helped with some of the giving away of the gifts. That was priceless as well.
Yeah, it's New York City. That's built for New York City, man. Could you imagine like coming down Broadway like, I know that guy.
What I do because I try to keep it as close to Disneyland as well.
Sure.
So you might not hear the Biggie Smalls song on the boat. You might get a Drake in there. I'm gonna definitely make it enjoyable because playing songs from all around the world is kind of my thing. Yeah. So if I see a big Indian presence, I'm gonna play some Indian music.
Sure.
Latin, I'm gonna play Latin. Chinese, I'm gonna play Chinese. Kids, we're gonna go Kitty. Yeah. Gangsters, we're gonna play It's a Big Rich Town. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets a piece of the Big Apple and feels that they're together. And I kind of drive the fact that if you don't know what America looks like, go to any bar and look around this boat. Everybody here is different. America. We're from somewhere else. We're all together and we're all in the same boat. And and it might come off cheesy to some, but that's something that I live my life by. So just bringing people together.
It's not cheesy at all, man. Everybody's got a different vibe. And listen, you come to New York because you want the culture smash.
Yes.
Right? You want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that you kind of cater to them, that's beautiful, but they want it all. You're sending them back with memories, and again, that is priceless too. Just like your day job, complete strangers. Yes. Right? The effect you're having on them. I know me from going to different cities and going through tours. Certain ones stuck out. Yeah. Like they do. Like, that guy was funny. You know what I'm saying?
I get families that come back. I get people that like, oh, my sister was here last year. We were here 6 months ago. I'm like, damn, now I got to do a good show.
I know, right? I can't suck
like,
again.
Damn, all right. I got to turn it up. Yeah. But I definitely feel like that's like my life's work is entertaining people and bringing smiles to faces. I've done everything from being in like meeting Nancy Reagan, writing essays from Saying No to Drugs, to being on 106 in Park, being on BET, being in every magazine. And when it all failed, or not failed, when it ended, because that season was over, the person that I had to sit with was with myself. So once I got done blaming myself, because first you blame others, then you blame yourself.
Then you gotta look in the mirror.
Then I was like, damn, I have a long just catalog of amazing things that I've accomplished. So let's stop looking back at them as failures and just look at them as motivation to keep going.
Well, I mean, that's, what, it's funny. Everybody comes through here, and you're absolutely right. It's about the journey. But, and I don't know if it was Paul for PBD or somebody else I was saying.
Paul, all day.
But I was saying, it was like, when you're in the journey, sometimes you don't realize it.
Yes.
Because you're grinding so hard that you're not realizing, oh my God, I'm doing amazing things right now. You just want to keep pushing and pushing, and that's fine. That's healthy. That's nature. You want to keep rising to the top, and it's good that you have that self-realization after the fact. I mean, we've all gone through that. Like, oh, I failed, I didn't make it, and then you look back, you're like, no, I did, and I did something that many people can't do, won't do, doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely, like you're 1 in a million type of shit.
Yep.
You know, and you did it, and yeah, you wanted more, but that wasn't God's plan for you. So what? Who are you to question that? You know?
I would have fucked it up. If I would have got on at that time in the mind frame and not even I had really great friends around me, but it was like my grandmother passed away, my uncle, I was a little too close to the street. Like, it had to take me, be married, to be divorced, to gain, to lose, to know that there's ups and downs, to really respect the straight. So now like I do a really well straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. And eventually people come to that realization. Sometimes every now and again, there's always that youngin' that has that mind frame. That always impresses me. Like when somebody comes out of the gate like that, like we have to go through me.
Yeah.
And you. Most of us got to go through it all to come to this conclusion. Yeah. Some people are way ahead of it, but whatever your journey is, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it's happening.
Definitely.
Don't abuse it. I know, like you said, he's right. I probably would have effed it up.
Oh man.
And you would have effed it up, be it from cockiness or whatever the hell it is.
And just the first time being there, like the first time I traveled around the world, I did it with like 8 friends from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, like we were like, where can we smoke a blunt at? You know what I mean? Like you can't smoke a blunt here. Like, nah, we're smoking a blunt.
Yeah.
Like we didn't enjoy that we were all in Bermuda in a private resort. And should have just walked around
and just enjoyed
it. We were looking for weed. You know what I mean? So, so now that I'm here, I definitely smell the roses. I pick them and I try to put a few feathers in my hat along the way.
That is so funny. You're so right, man. And, when you're young, you do stupid shit like that. I've been places like that, and you're not looking around like, hey, sit down, idiot.
Yes, like
you are in a gorgeous
and
place.
Absorb it.
Suck it all in. That's part of youth. Whatever.
Yep.
What was it? Youth is wasted on the young. Is that what they say?
Yes.
So, but enjoy it. Anything else? Anything else that you want to let everybody know about? Any upcoming projects we should know about?
Well, upcoming projects. I am gonna release some music. I keep my music like. I drop it once in a while, so the once in a while is here. I wait for the climate of the world. I think you guys need to hear me, so I'm gonna put something out. I'm either calling it like Sad Beauty, New York City's Baby Daddy, or Baby Shower, which has a XXX meaning.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards Baby Shower, but everybody's like no, and I'm like, And as of events on September 22nd, my mother's birthday, we're throwing our next Media Monday at the Rose Bar in Bristol. That's and Bistro. What do you call it? Bistro.
What, bistro?
That's what it's called. I said Bristol.
I was like Connecticut. Where
hell no, not in Connecticut. Shout out Blue Boy Boxing in Connecticut. No drama. But we're throwing it on 25th Street at the Rose, and I'm bringing out a lot of artists. But to bring PVD into it. The last Media Monday, he brought in a DJ Castellano that had a heavy Latin group with him, like about 5 or 6 amazing Latin trap artists. So I was like, you know what we should do? We should book some females and make the next Media Monday Lunes de Medios.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean? And just like give them their platform. Because I listen to all types of music, shout out Peso Pluma, things of that nature. I love all type of music as long as it's banging. So this one's heavy on the Latin trap influence with a lot of amazing female artists and rappers and singers, along with some people from Japan, shout out Nabi, and things like, and just bring them all together, just kind of like we're on the boat, but at this time, everybody be rapping.
That sounds like fun, man. Good for you.
You're welcome to come, man. You're welcome to come out.
Of course. I'll be out there.
Nice and neat.
What's that? Oh, yeah. 100%. How do they find you on social media?
You follow me at Big City Kevo with 3 O's And then you can also follow Lawyers and Labels. And the word is like lawyers with an S, the letter N, labels, one word. And if you want to follow Media Monday NYC to get up with what we're going to do on a monthly basis. And still follow, I want you to follow PVD. I want you to follow everybody that's on my page because that's your network. You see a camera guy, reach out to him. You don't have to ask me. You see a model, reach out to her. You don't have to ask me. And if you guys all meet through the web that I've created, then that's like the dopamine for me all day.
Kev,
pleasure, man. Thank you. I waited a long time for this.
I know.
I'm excited. I'm excited, man.
You were very animate the last time. It's my day off. It's about you.
Yep. It was
Paul.
about Paul. This one's
Paul.
about Kev O.
Today
man.
was Kev O's day.
Nice and neat.
Yeah, pleasure. And hey, if just one last thing before we go.
Yes.
You are really good at the social media. I just want to say that. I want to shout that out, man.
Thank
this guy
you, man.
is excellent.
Thank you.
Because I've been that's what I do. I have a social media agency, so I can talk from, from an expert side of things. And you're good at it. And if you see him, you can charge a lot of money for that, man.
Well,
just to let you know.
Look, believe it or not, I do not charge at this point. I'm on the more of the words of trying to look for a sponsor or for like Pepsi to get me to do some things.
Pepsi, you watching?
Pepsi,
Pepsi,
yeah, holla at me, Pepsi. I might not drink it on air, but I do drink it. Things of that nature. And I'm more of just when I make the media, it's how I see it. So if it's 5 of us, all of us are here.
Beautiful.
That's kind of my
visionary.
Yep.
Kevo,
nice and neat.
Catch him. I'll put his information down in the
Please do, man. Catch me on the boat. Catch me on the shows. Catch me in the street. But if you see me in the street, don't say what's up. Just give me the head nod and keep it moving.
Word. We're out.
Peace.